Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I share the podium with the valedictorian, Owen Clady, for a few words.
Thank you, Ms. Semmelgarn. Hello, and welcome to the 2015 commencement ceremony. I'm very honored to be speaking today, and there are a few people I'd like to thank. I want to thank all of the staff and faculty for providing a quality experience here at Holgate High School and for giving us an environment to learn and grow. I want to thank my fellow students for the times we have shared and the memories we have created. And of course, I want to thank my parents, as well as all of the other parents here in attendance, for providing the encouragement and care necessary to... Excuse me one moment.
Uh-oh.
Well, everyone, I have an announcement to make. My tweet is up to 12 favorites. This is a very big deal. As you may have noticed, we're on our phones a lot nowadays. This graduating class is one of the first to truly exist in the smartphone culture. And with that comes a natural increase in participation in social media and things of that nature. We are constantly tweeting, favoriting, and retweeting. And we are always hoping that our participation in social media is recognized or appreciated in some way. I am as guilty as anyone in this sense. Whenever I tweet, I end up staring at my phone for the next 15 minutes, waiting to see who on the internet will honor me by saying, "Congratulations, you have made a good tweet." And with each favorite, I am overwhelmed by joy. 13 favorites.
Is it supposed to be saying the time?
You know, I really feel that I should capture this moment with a selfie.
Or the time when across the bottom.
As you can see, I get a lot of pride from successful tweets. I strut around the house telling myself I am so witty, so funny, that I am just the coolest dude ever. In short, I start swagging out. Recognition on the internet. But in reality, most of us probably spend a little too much time staring at Twitter, and our existence on social media begins to take too much prevalence in our lives. The problem that arises when we do this is we sometimes view the success of our social media profile as a reflection of our value as human beings. If we don't get many favorites, we feel like failures. If we don't get many retweets, our ideas seem stupid. And sure, sometimes we do make bad tweets. As my classmates can attest, I've certainly made a few. However, it would be unwise to allow the responses of others on Twitter determine the value of our thoughts and the value of ourselves. When I think about this, I am reminded of something Steve Jobs said during the commencement speech he gave at Stanford University. He said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. Because we are all unique people with unique viewpoints and unique experiences, and that has value. As someone who has spent their whole life being called weird, I am aware that there will be people, a lot of people actually, who will think my interests and thoughts are stupid. At some point or another, we all face this, and in my experience, I have found that while going against the grain is often challenging, pretending to be someone else is even more difficult. As the famous singer-songwriter Bob Dylan once said, "All I can do is be me, whoever that is." We will likely never be satisfied if we live by the choices of others, and we cannot let others define who we are or what we can be. To me, the only way to move forward as we head into the next phase of our lives is to be true to ourselves, knowing that we will one day find what is best for us. Of course, with this monumental shift in our way of life comes many questions and fears. I'm sure we are all nervous about the future, about not knowing if we are finding the right path, about struggling to find our way. This is all entirely normal, but in many ways, concerns can extend beyond a simple uncertainty about our futures. At the end of my junior year, I took a moment to realize that I had 12 months before my time at Holgate High School would be over forever. I would have one more year of walking these halls, one more season of each sport, and one more chance to do whatever it is that high school students do. Naturally, I wanted to make the most of this time. As the year went on, there were plenty of things that did not work out how I had hoped, and that is all okay. There are very few things in life that work out exactly according to plan. But there was something else that really began to bother me as I felt myself hurtling towards the finish line of this peculiar race we all run. I realized that I had spent my entire life at this point trying to become a better student for Colby. Virtually everything I had studied, read, practiced, and did was in hopes of becoming a better high school student. And once I came to grips with the fact that all of this would soon be ending, I couldn't help but wonder if it had all been a waste. If I had spent all this time making myself better at high school, would I still be of use outside these walls? Would everything I've done, everything the person I've become useless on graduation day? Was I experiencing, for all intents and purposes, a death of the self? But eventually I realized that this idea that I was dying was merely an illusion. When we have only known one way of living, it can be tempting to think that life itself will end along with this lifestyle. But there is so much more to life than homework, football games, dances, drama, and tweeting. Our lives truly are ahead of us, not behind us, and our proudest days are yet to come. Now, when I think about my future and about people who have told me life is full of great things, but high school is the time of your life, I can't help but think that they are just so wrong. I can tell everyone here with absolute honesty that I am excited for what is coming, for the places I will go, the things I will do, and the person I will become. And as for the class of 2015, I am confident that all of my classmates, with hard work, the right mindset, and a little luck, will find what is right for them. Remember, your present situation is not your final destination. Our paths to significance are just beginning, and even if we falter, there's plenty of time to change the course our lives are taking. So class, take that phone in your pocket, and don't throw it away, because how would we know if everyone still has faces if not for selfies? But set it down, pick your head up, and look in the mirror. Smile. You're gonna be okay. Thank you.